there. So I had actually did this video before, but decided to shorten it up, right? Because I was, to be honest with y'all, I was getting this into some deeper stuff, right? But I just decided that ultimately it was more important to kind of shorten things up, right? So so the cards that I come up with are the Six of Pentacles, the World, the Knight of Wands, right? So this is about some of the problems that a lot of you Cancer, this is about the problems that a lot of you Cancer have been having, okay? The Five of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, I'll get to that a little bit later, right? Five of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, right? The number nine, Nine of Pentacles, Temperance, Nine of Swords. So this is about how a lot of you Cancers have problems right now, right? Or just in general, right? With repression, right? Trying to prove that a lot of y'all are tough by trying to ignore what you're feeling. And that's not necessarily, what the cards are saying is that that's not necessarily the best way for you Cancers to prove that you're tough. I know that some of you Cancers get tired of being called crybabies and stuff like this, but that's not how it is that you're going to cure that, right? Or stop getting called crybabies. How you're going to stop getting called, quote unquote, crybabies, quote unquote. Now, I wouldn't necessarily call Cancers that. I wouldn't call anybody that per se, unless they're like so whipped cream soft to a point where it's like, all right, okay. You kind of, you know what I mean? But what I would say is what's driving the Cancers insane is the fact that a lot of you Cancers repress what's going on, right? Water signs repress, except for Pisces. But for the most part, even Pisces too, to a certain extent. But for the most part, water signs repress what they want to do, right? They repress these things. You know, that's part of the reason why Scorpio is so upset, is because Scorpio represses the desires that they want, right? That's why jealousy rears its ugly head, because whatever desires that the water signs, i.e. you Cancers, repress, it manifests itself if it's not expressed in a good avenue, right? In a way that can really benefit them. It will express itself malignantly or maliciously. So with Cancers, that goes to show you just how deep their emotions run. But that's bad in that sense, because a lot of the times, a lot of you Cancer crabs are repressing that, pushing that down, suppressing, repressing, acting like it doesn't exist. And what the cards are saying is that a lot of you don't necessarily seem to understand that part of the reason why it is that you have a hard time in love, have a hard time with just a lot of the things in your life in general. I'll say about half of the things in your life in general, where you have to actually do something hands-on, right? When it comes to friends, when it comes to loved ones, people whom you may be dating, when it comes to even family. The reason why is because a lot of you may be in a situation where, you know, you Cancer crabs may be repressing what it is that you're feeling, right? And because you're repressing that, now you're in a situation where you can do anything to anyone. And and see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what makes the Cancer crabs the villain of their own stories. And they're not even paying attention to it. It's the fact that, you know, Cancers will do something to you and they don't want to admit up to the fact that, especially the person who's keeping it 100 with them, they don't want to admit that you Cancers don't want to admit the fact that you wronged them. You did, because this person, because I remember, because every time I get around a Cancer face to face, because I meet a lot of them. Every time I get around the Cancer, I'm like, yeah, I need to watch my back, because every single Cancer that I've ever known on a face-to-face level, that I've ever hung out with, I already know they're gonna do something, even before, and it'll happen, and I will literally see it coming. I'll be like, yeah, this person's gonna go ahead and do something that betrays my trust, 100%. And then they'll go ahead and they'll do that, and I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. You're so predictable in that sense, you know? And this is what I mean when I say Cancer crabs can be a little bit too preoccupied with self-preservation. That over obsessiveness that a lot of y'all have with self-preservation is what's making people start to, right? The Knight of Wands is what's making people start to look at y'all like a lot of y'all are untrustworthy, because now people are like, yeah, I can't really trust you. I can't trust you. And then the things that the King of Cups and the King and Queen of Cups are probably the two best cards that's working for you right now, right? Five of Pentacles, that's working for you, right? Because what it's saying here is that now you're in a situation, my dear Cancers, where you have to actually figure out what is going on with you, right? If you keep repressing it, it's going to get worse for you. You're going to become more shelled spiritually, right? Where you're out of touch with your own selves. And it's just like, oh, despite how it is that I feel, no one cares. No one cares about anything, or whatever the case may be. But Cancer crab south nodes know, if you have a Cancer crab south node, 100%, it means that you have a Capricorn north node, which means that you have to figure out your emotions, your feelings, for you to not be so triggered by those. So when you look at that dynamic now, that's what Cancers are. You got to figure that out. So let's clarify the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups represents the Mambo, right? Or clarify the Queen of Cups, Mambo. With it, sorry, I'm trying to get it done. Madame La Luna. So this is about how a lot of you Cancer crabs also too needs to realize as well that you need to confront your shortcomings, confront your pain, confront your feelings, embrace it, deal with it, right? You see these skeletons here, right? Get rid of, right? The ego, right? That represents the ego, right? The ego being put to sleep, if you know what I mean, right? And Madame La Lune, embracing your own power, right? The Cancer crabs are a water card. So, but at the end of the day, if you choose not to, it'll be up to you, 100%. But it'll still be the same way, right? But just know that a lot of the other zodiac signs are going to start looking at y'all like y'all crazy, because the Cancer crabs starting to get found out. So I'm just giving y'all report. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.